I just realized my audio has been off on Facebook, but that's okay. We're going to bring it back on. All right, we're good. So if you are wanting to get into a career where you help other people and have that be like your full-time job and have that be something that you can literally make a living out of and help other people at the same time, like literally that's why I do what I do, because it's so incredible to watch people have breakthroughs and be a part of that is what keeps me going. So tonight, what we're going to talk about is why you do what you do, and kind of look into what really happens if you serve someone genuinely without having like a different agenda where, you're not trying to help them to get something in return, whether that be money, whether that be time, whether that be something inappropriate, whether like this could even apply to dating if you want to make it apply to dating. So, let's get started. So if you want something out of someone, the other person or like you, the person you're trying to sell to, can tell if you're trying to sell to them to get something. Does that make sense? Like, let's say you're talking with a car salesman or talking with a trainer at the gym. If they're trying to get you to buy because they need a bonus, want the commission, need to hit quota, something like that, like you can just feel that, right? It feels kind of like dirty. You're like, I don't want to do business with you because you're kind of like a little too pushy and like I can tell you're not really caring about me. You're caring about yourself. And when it comes across that way, you're going to lose business, you're going to lose the client, you're not going to get help, and you're not going to be able to build the life that you want for yourself, right? So that is when you come at things with a selfish motive. But what happens if you really want to show up and help that person? Like you want to help them even if you get nothing in return. So give me a thumbs up in the comment section if you have had an experience with a brand or a person that has helped you for free. I want to see if you've gotten help from someone for free. That could be a fitness influencer on Instagram giving out free workouts. That could be you've got access to a free course. That could be you got like a little freebie, like when I went to Ralph's earlier this week, they gave me some like free chips as like a thank you. So give me a thumbs up in the comment section on Facebook or on Instagram if you have gotten something for free from a brand or a person. And if you have, did that make you like the brand more? So with the holiday spirit, we can talk about Miracle on 34th Street when Macy's, like actual Macy's department store, was telling people and customers to go to other stores to get the things that they actually wanted to get. And that was like such a big thing back in the day. Like, why would you tell someone to go to a different store, blah, blah, blah. But in the long run, that actually makes people more likely to do business with you because you're caring about the customer. You're not just caring about making a quick buck, right? So what typically happens when we experience something like this, where someone is literally helping us, like altruistically, genuinely wants us to succeed, wants to help us? We don't feel defensive, and we end up liking and trusting the person or the brand. So who do we ultimately end up buying from? People we know, like, and trust, or brands we know, like, and trust. So for another example for you, because, I could give you tons of examples, but I'm just going to give you another one as we go kind of through it. And I want you to think about this as you're going through the rest of your week or just in general conversation with people. How many of you, give me hearts if you have watched an HGTV show before? Like if you've watched HGTV. If people are not pushy and show value, people want to buy. Absolutely. Absolutely. If you've ever watched HGTV, give a heart and tell me, you don't have to tell me what show, but like just tell me if you watched HGTV. So those designers are helping and inspiring us, right? They're inspiring us to like do things with our own home or our garden. But we're not paying them. But how many of you would pay to work with those people on HGTV? Like, I know I would. Like, I'm so sad that Fixer Uppers is gone because I probably can still hire Joanne and Chip, but unless I live in Texas, whatever, right? So you're most likely going to be like, if I could work with that person, that'd be awesome because they've helped me so much. Like, I've gotten inspiration from them. they've helped me do this, they helped me set up my home, they helped me get back in shape, like all that stuff, the things that we get for free and we see instant results from, that's what makes us be like, well, if I'm getting this just by them helping me, like what happens if I actually invest in them and pay them and work with them? It's like brain words. So that's just something I want you to think about, is if you're showing up for someone and maybe you're wondering like, how do I get this business off the ground? I don't know how to get the word out there. I'm doing everything I can on Instagram, but like I feel like that's limited, blah, blah, blah. Stop thinking about it as like a tactic or a strategy or something that you have to like, oh, once I get that figured out, that's going to work. Like, it's not that. You have to think about it in terms of, I'm just going to provide value to as many people as I can, because that's when people come back to you. And there is a little bit of a delay there, but it's okay, because those are going to be your loyal people. Those are going to be your people. That's going to be your tribe, your community of the people that really, really love you. Hi. And the people that tell others about you. And word of mouth referral is always stronger than advertising yourself. So if you can get people, like a small group of people absolutely loving what you do and how you help them. This could even be as simple as like when I was in college, I was like obsessed with like applying to college back in the day. And I helped people in high school get their resumes, their applications all together. But like they didn't pay me or anything. I just like loved doing it. And those are the people that are still to this day, like some of my good friends, and really refer people to me, which I'm so grateful for. But when you give to others without expecting something in return, like good things happen. So if you are at work trying to make a sale, like if you're a salesperson at work or you're trying to upsell someone, you need to think about it in terms of, I'm helping this person. It's not that I'm getting a commission from the upsell. It's nothing about that, because that person will smell it right away and they're gonna get defensive and they're gonna say no and blah, 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 blah. But once they're met with like, I understand this, and you're talking with them about their family, like you get to know them as a person, because they are a person with a life on the other side of the phone, on the other side of the screen. So all of you people, there are only 4 people in here now, but it keeps going up and down, and people are going to be watching the replay. So I don't really care. But you on the other side of the screen, I know I'm talking to you. So even though I'm looking at the screen seeing myself, I'm picturing myself having a conversation with another human being, because that's who you are. And I want you to realize this as you're moving forward into the next few days or into 2020. How can you show up and serve who you're trying to help, right? Maybe it's like just sending a handwritten card. Maybe it's giving free advice in a DM. Maybe it's a follow-up email saying, oh yeah, how were your holidays? I know that you were going to travel here, blah, blah, blah. Think of them as a person with a life, and maybe even do something to make your boss's job easier if you have a boss. But all of that is ultimately going to help you show up authentically and help you build a business based on genuine authenticity. And that is what is sustainable in the long term. It doesn't matter if you can like sell really fast, but what's like the turnover on that? Is somebody going to buy once and then be like, oh, I don't really like this brand, then that's it? Or are they going to stick with you and be a loyal customer client for a long time? Are they going to refer other people? Is that how you're going to grow gradually over time? So whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you have a job, like a regular desk job and you're working in corporate or anything like that, or you're an athlete or you're a coach trying to serve your students, athletes, that is what I want you to think about, helping genuinely and watching what happens. You could even be a teacher. Believe in your students. Don't just try to get through the day or think of it just as a job, because you have a very big impact on these people. All right, so that's enough of listening to me ramble. This one was a little bit scatterbrained because that's how I feel today, but I'm sorry. I was trying to basically give you something to think about. And if you haven't done so already, if you really want to make an impact and help other people, but you're not quite sure how to start, what to do, what you need to be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, go to Potential to Impact. I'm going to type it this time. Potential to Impact. Impact.com. This is so hard. .com/impact. Okay? So potentialtoimpact.com. Boom. button. Potentialimpact.com/impact is the easiest way to get to that free workbook that I have for you. I do have some other ones just on potentialimpact.com, but just keep an eye out that this is one of the big ones, so you can realize, okay, what do I need to be doing, and what am I wasting my time on that is really like valuable time for me. I'm not going to do a flip this time. I'm injured, sorry. But I'm so excited because in the next few of these IG Lives over the next few weeks, I'm going to be able to invite you to my live webinars that I'm going to be doing about the course. So for now, I'm just sending you all the freebies, and then we're going to get to go to the webinar, which will actually have built-in time for the Q&A, and it's going to be like an hour long at least, like in-depth, basically teaching you how to make money and how to basically build your impact and your income by being yourself. And that's the authenticity that I'm all about. All right, I'm going to head out now. Thank you so much for showing up live. I appreciate it a lot. It means a lot to me that you actually show up live. And I hope you have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas.